Good afternoon, 6-4 parents. Mr. Hagedorn here with our weekly update. One real quick announcement we want to make. Kids are doing a good job of bringing their Chromebooks to school for the most part, but they tend to bring dead Chromebooks with no chargers is an issue we're having. So if you could please make sure either they're charging those Chromebooks or they're bringing their charger to school, that would be great. We've got a lot of kind of work avoidance because, I can't do the work, my Chromebook is dead. So just trying to get ahead of that if we can get those Chromebooks charged at night and bring chargers to school. Right, for math, in Math 6 Plus next week, we just started talking about solving equations and writing equations from kind of word problems today. We're going to spend more time on that Monday. Tentatively, our quiz is supposed to be Wednesday. Our study guide will be due Wednesday. I might push that back a day. I'm thinking the kids are probably going to need one more day of practice with this writing equation stuff. It's a hard skill. It's kind of the first time they see it. All right. In Math 6, we just started talking about multiplying fractions today. We're going to move on to doing some division with fractions next week. And we'll pretty much spend all week talking about dividing fractions, doing some word problems with that. And hopefully you hear your students talking about some keep, change, flip next week. All right, have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday.
Hi, everybody. So in ELA next week, we're going to be having our vocabulary quiz on Tuesday. I'll be sending out, the students have the words, but I'll be sending them out through talking points just in case. Thursday is our end of unit assessment for World Without Fish, and then we're going to be moving into Flush, which I'm really looking forward to. It's a really good novel. I also forgot to mention that we're going to be talking about author's perspective next week. So how does Mark Kalansky feel about Darwin, and how does he feel about Thomas Huxley and all the issues that he's writing about within in the book that have to do with sustainable fishing. So, and that's all I got for you. So.
All right, 6-4 families. This week we focused on getting a famous landform that's created by a plate boundary, and students did some research on them. We created posters on them. Yesterday we went through the process of a self-evaluation where the kids graded themselves, and then they had a peer evaluate their work. That's a really cool process of kids like grading each other and then talking about things that they saw and they didn't see and things they were missing. And then kids had the opportunity to go back and put things back on their projects that were missing. So it was kind of a way of like showing kids how they should really double check their work, but actually making them do it rather than just saying they should do it. After that, next week is going to be our last week of plate tectonics. We're going to be focusing on earthquakes, volcanoes, and then we're going to end the week with the rock cycle. We're going to be mapping some famous volcanoes and earthquakes that are currently going off. We're going to figure out what do these locations mean to us, how can we interpret a graph based on just these things plotted on a map. And then we will end with the rock cycle, talking about how all rocks can be interchangeable and they can go to different states and they can be igneous and sedimentary, metamorphic in different stages of their life and how that relates to layers of the earth and plate tectonics. Other than that, I think it's going to be a washout this weekend, so grab an umbrella, stay inside, and just laugh at those people that can't get back in their house fast enough. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Mount Etna, right, Mr. O? Mount Etna is erupting right now. Currently in Italy. So, look, we have lots and lots and lots of these things. What we don't have is the actual charger that goes into the computer. So, we need the charger. We have tons of plugs. We just don't have the thing that goes into the computer to charge it, and that's what we need you to help us with, parents, if you could. So, in social studies, what's going on is we're still in politics. We're getting into historic laws. So, we started talking in the last couple of days about the 12 Tables of Rome. We're going to get into the Magna Carta next week, along with Justinian's Code and how that kind of changed Roman law and made it look and feel a little bit more like law codes today. We're going to talk a little bit about Hammurabi's code and the harsh but fair, or the harsh laws versus whether or not the laws that are harsh don't do anything. We'll do a little of that historic law. We're going to talk a little bit about citizenship in the ancient world, compare it to citizenship in the United States today, just a little bit. And then we get into economics. So probably I was going to say about a week, maybe week and a half, 2 weeks left of politics, and then we're moving over into economics, where we'll talk about economic systems in the ancient world and different market systems and that kind of thing as we move into our unit on the history of economics. So that's where we are. That's where we're going. Hopefully you have a lovely day. Don't forget, today is Valentine's Day, and today we talked about Valentine's, the history of Valentine's, and so remember that today is the day that a man died. See you later.